What's up, everybody? It's Sid and Millie back with another random topic, kind of. So Millie, you want to introduce?
Yeah, so basically, we were yesterday getting caught up on Abbott Elementary, one of our favorite shows. We're a big fan of the show, and yeah, we watched the episodes from the latest season that were called like Trip and Night Out, maybe. I'm not sure on the
I don't
exact
remember.
title of the video of the episodes, but essentially, we will be talking about Janine and Gregory's breakup.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we had some feelings.
Yeah, we had some thoughts and feelings regarding that. Obviously, we love Abbott Elementary.
Yeah.
We're big fans of the
Huge
show.
fans. Love it.
We've rewatched like
Yeah,
seasons
we
1 and 2
rewatched
before the
the
season
early
came out.
seasons, yeah.
So we've been here for a minute. So we've been fans of the show for a little while. So yeah, let's just get straight into
Dive
it.
right
So
into
tell
it.
me. Obviously, if you haven't seen the episode, spoilers are included. So this is your cue. If you have not caught up on the most recent season of Abbott Elementary, time for you to jet. If you have, spoilers, we're not even fully caught up. So these are just the last couple episodes we
Yeah.
watched. But anyway, Gregory and Janine are planning a trip together. And this is what led to their breakup.
Yeah. So basically, they're planning a trip to the Outer Banks, and they can't agree on whether they should fly or whether they should drive. Gregory doesn't want to fly because the flights are too expensive, and Janine doesn't want to take the car because they're going to be missing out on vacation time.
Right. And I mean, if we're being honest, it seemed like Gregory had like a philosophical issue with flying.
I know.
Like that was
Or like he was scared of flying, but too scared to also say that.
Exactly.
Was what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was like,
like,
if you're scared, just tell her that.
just say that, right?
Literally.
But to be that uncompromising at all, like
Yeah, because like the whole thing was like the flights are too expensive.
right.
And so like, and again, Janine didn't want to drive. Fair
Right.
enough. 7-8 hour
8
drive.
hour
It's a
drive.
lot.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to be in the car for that long.
Yeah.
We've done it.
Yep.
It's not the most fun, one
And
one
it
person
does
has to
cut
drive,
into
and
vacation
it
time.
does cut into
It does.
vacation
It
time.
does indeed do
You've
that.
got to leave really early, and that's what he was proposing, was leaving at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Which again, we have done it.
We've
we
done
have
it,
done
yeah.
it, and so we understand that. But like for him, I don't know. There was just like no. Okay, yeah, maybe we can talk about doing the flight because you're like really off the driving thing. You
Right.
know.
Yeah, and so it was just like, okay, so you're at a crossroads. He decides without Janine's agreement that the compromise in the situation would be to go to Atlantic City, a much shorter like distance.
Yeah, and just like goes up to her and says, "I figured it out. We're gonna go to Atlantic City instead." And she's just like,
And the whole
Okay.
point of them wanting to take a trip was to leave the tri-state area. They wanted to get out of Philly. They wanted to get out of any of the northeastern states and go
on a
somewhere else.
vacation. Go
Right.
on like
that
a
was
real
the whole
vacation.
premise of the trip.
going to the Outer Banks, going to the beach versus
Facts.
going to Atlantic City. No offense
yeah,
to
yeah,
Atlantic
yeah.
City.
I know.
you
Don't let Melissa hear you. She
I
might
know.
come swinging through.
But like then it's just he's changing up the whole plan without even discussing with her,
Right.
and then
And then that led to Janine also like taking advice from Jacob, whatever, having that conversation. And then she's just like, okay, wait, I'll come up with a compromise. And her compromise was buying the flights, paying for the expensive part of the travel. She took that completely out of the
completely
equation.
out of the equation. And then Gregory's whole thing was that she was being irresponsible, and it wasn't about like him not paying for it, and then like he was mad that she bought the flights without consulting
him.
with him.
Felt like that wasn't a compromise. What?
But you didn't have to pay for anything.
Literally. And then you're going to accuse Janine of being irresponsible with money because
He
she
said
paid
she's
for a
bad with
flight?
money. I'm sorry. If you can pay for a
What?
flight, if you can make that decision and still pay your bills,
For a vacation.
it's her money.
It's
She's
her
treating
money.
you to a flight.
Yeah. And
And
that's
you're mad
yeah,
about that?
Absolutely ridiculous.
And-
Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm just I just don't think that is enough to be like, this isn't ever going to work out for us.
Nah, actually so ridiculous. And that is why I was convinced that Gregory had some sort of philosophical issue with flying itself. Because there is no way, if you are in this debate with your partner and your partner takes out of the equation your biggest concern with that mode of transportation, and that is a deal breaker. So it was essentially Gregory's way or the highway.
Yeah, basically.
Are you serious, bro?
Literally. Wouldn't even discuss with her. She's like super disappointed that like he wants to go to Atlantic City without even asking how she felt about that.
Exactly.
And like she still wanted to do their vacation that they were planning together.
Originally
the
plotted,
original
agreed upon location.
She was so disappointed when
massively
he was
disappointed,
like,
and he missed all of those signs.
Yeah,
also,
somehow,
just like
yeah,
completely oblivious, completely. Just
and
ridiculous.
I just think going and like I don't know, it's just like really unrealistic because for this to be the disagreement and for that to be their reasoning to say like, oh well, we should just break up then,
and then no one says anything,
and then they just don't talk for a week.
Absolutely,
I just don't think that's. I don't think that's realistic. First of all, I think it's really bad representation for healthy relationships. I just feel like, especially in the show, nobody really, I mean, we can talk about Barbara, she's married, not really, like, okay. I don't know, but everybody else has relationship issues, has
the
like,
entire show.
Like, no one's that stable with their relationships, and I just feel like showing young people that are watching the show like, oh yeah, this is normal,
for just an easy out, for like, I just think it was lazy writing. Like, it really begs the question for me, like, are the writers, have they been in a relationship? Have you never resolved a conflict?
Right.
Like, it's just massively unrealistic, I think, for arguing about something like that to lead to them like breaking up. And then obviously next episode, now they're insinuating getting back together. But again,
after not talking for a week.
Right. But again, like for us, it's just like, what sort of relationship examples are you putting out there? Like, it's massively unhealthy, showing people unable to communicate their thoughts, feelings, unable to talk about something, being fully uncompromising. Compromise is like the number one pillar of a relationship.
And working for it.
And like, working for your relationship. Understanding
that you're gonna get into conflicts.
You're
gonna need to compromise, you're gonna need to like talk to each other and communicate your feelings. And I just feel like it would be a lot more of like a rewarding watch if we were able to see like that sort of
like these people are supposed to be teaching like children, supposed to be teaching the next generation, and they can't have a simple adult conversation to sort out an issue. Like, those aren't people I would want teaching my children if they literally can't even resolve a minor disruption between two people. Like, I just feel like if these are supposed to be like adults, no, I'm not saying they should have everything figured out, you're gonna fight. Obviously, but the fact that they didn't even show any even remnants of a resolution, like didn't even attempt a conversation, it was like just like
all argument and then break up. There was no like, all right, you take some space to think, I'll take some space to think, like, and then we'll come back together. It was just like, well, maybe we should just break up, and then they broke up.
How is that a normal
what?
That is just so not real.
As like,
and also
big adults.
Exactly.
Big adults.
Be for real. And also, again, like, in adult life, it is not an excuse to just say, oh, I was taught that if a woman doesn't want to be, you know what I'm saying, whatever that spiel Gregory went on, you're a grown man. Like, make your own way, make your own life, figure things out. If what you've been taught in your childhood, it's not all applicable to your real adult life. No. Like, I'm just sorry, like, that's just such a sad excuse for a grown man to be using. Oh, I just don't even have a conversation. Like, come on, man, that's your girl, right?
Try to
you
have
care about her, right?
After the whole will they won't they for like
forever, for literally, we sat through that will they won't they for forever just for them to literally break up on their first fight because
they literally said this was their first fight. Do you even love each other or like each other?
I know.
If this is your first conflict and you're breaking up off of that, I mean, Ava said it.
Sad.
She knew they weren't gonna last.
Yeah, Ava. And if Ava's right, that's an issue. But yeah, so we
Oh my
personally
gosh.
took issue with these couple episodes of Abbott. We felt like it was kind of like weak storytelling, just having like a couple hit their first roadblock and not be able to even like have a conversation about it. We were kind of disappointed in that.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll resolve it in the coming episodes, but you know, for what we've
But,
seen
like,
so far, we
I
think that's a
just-
bad representation of
Yeah,
relationships.
I don't think it's good representation.
Yeah.
I just feel like them not talking for a whole week. Like, come on,
Come on, guys.
come on, guys.
It's just that's so unreal. You've been
I don't
without.
like that.
They moved in together, a whole apartment together, and they just don't talk. Come on. Anyway, so
anyway.
Abbott, we'll see what happens for the rest of the season.
We're gonna keep
We're
watching.
gonna
'cause
keep
we
watching.
really like the show.
We love the show.
We love it.
We were disappointed with these 2 episodes, and yeah, that's it. So hopefully we'll see what happens with Gregory and Janine.
Maybe
and
we'll come back and have them do it.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Depending on
this
how the
opinion
season
on
ends.
this episode, I won't be changing that. I
Yeah,
didn't like
facts. So if you made it this far,
it. Thanks for watching.
and we'll see you next
next time.
Peace.